7 Stoic lessons you must learn to live a life of purpose. Before you leave this world, pause and listen. The truths you're about to uncover will shake the foundations of everything you've been taught about life, happiness, and success. These aren't gentle affirmations or feel-good platitudes, they're raw, unfiltered Stoic principles designed to cut through the noise of modern life and awaken you to reality. Society has fed you illusions, and you've accepted them without question. It's time to break free, confront the uncomfortable, and embark on a journey toward a life of profound meaning. Buckle up. This won't be easy, but it will be transformative. We live in a world obsessed with fleeting pleasures, hollow achievements, and superficial connections. You've been told that happiness is a destination, that success is measured in wealth, and that love will magically complete you. But look around. Despite unprecedented material abundance, people are more anxious, depressed, and disconnected than ever. We're drowning in distractions yet starving for purpose. Is this really what life is meant to be? An endless chase for things that vanish like smoke? These 7 Stoic lessons will strip away the lies and reveal the timeless truths that can guide you to a life of resilience, fulfillment, and authenticity. They're not for the faint of heart. They'll challenge your deepest beliefs and demand courage. But if you're ready to grow, to live intentionally, and to embrace the beauty of life's struggles, read on. Let's begin. Lesson 1. Your comfort zone is a silent killer. Embrace discomfort, for it is the crucible of growth. You've been sold a dangerous lie, that comfort is the ultimate goal. A cozy job, a predictable routine, a life free of stress, this is what you're supposed to crave. But here's the brutal truth. Your comfort zone is a silent killer. It's a velvet-lined prison where dreams wither, potential fades, and your true self is buried alive. Think about it. How many times have you stayed in a dead-end job because it was safe? How often have you clung to a toxic relationship because it was familiar? Comfort seduces you with promises of ease, whispering that you deserve to coast, to avoid risk, to play it safe. But while you're lulled into complacency, life passes you by. Comfort is the enemy of progress, the thief of ambition. The people who inspire you, athletes who shatter records, artists who create masterpieces, entrepreneurs who change the world, didn't achieve greatness by staying comfortable. They embraced discomfort. They faced failure head-on, stepped into the unknown, and pushed their limits time and time again. Growth only happens when you dare to be uncomfortable, when you risk pain and uncertainty for the sake of something greater. How to apply this lesson? Start small but act daily. Take a cold shower to build mental toughness. Speak up in a meeting, even if your voice shakes. Approach someone you admire, despite the fear of rejection. Learn a new skill that intimidates you. Travel solo to a place you've never been. Each act of discomfort is a step toward your true potential. Over time, these small victories will compound, forging a version of you that's stronger, bolder, and more alive. A personal reflection. I once clung to a cushy job that paid well but drained my soul. Every morning, I woke up dreading the day, yet I stayed because it was comfortable. One day, I hit a breaking point. I quit without a safety net, stepping into a void of uncertainty. It was terrifying, sleepless nights, empty bank accounts, and countless failures followed. But that discomfort forced me to confront my fears, discover my passions, and build a life aligned with my values. Had I stayed in my comfort zone, I'd still be sleepwalking through existence. Your comfort zone is a trap. Break free, embrace the pain of growth, and watch as your life transforms. Lesson 2. Expectations breed misery. Let go of rigid expectations to find peace in what is. We're obsessed with expectations. You expect your friends to always support you, your career to follow a perfect arc, your relationships to fulfill every need. You expect life to unfold according to your carefully crafted plans. But here's the harsh reality. Expectations are the root of misery. They create a chasm between what you want and what reality delivers. And that gap is where disappointment festers. Think about the last time you felt crushed. Maybe a friend let you down, a promotion didn't come, or a relationship fell apart. Chances are, your pain stemmed from an unmet expectation. You imagined life would go one way, and when it didn't, you were left angry, hurt, or lost. Expectations set you up for failure because life is unpredictable, and the world owes you nothing. Stoicism teaches us to release our grip on expectations, not to abandon hope, but to stop demanding that reality bend to our will. When you lower your expectations of others and yourself, you free yourself from the cycle of frustration and find peace in the present moment. How to apply this lesson? Practice radical acceptance. When things don't go as planned, pause and remind yourself, this is reality, and I can work with it. Focus on what you can control, your actions, your mindset, and let go of what you can't. Instead of expecting a specific outcome, embrace the journey and find joy in the process. Celebrate small wins, and view setbacks as opportunities to learn. A personal reflection. For years, I expected my career to follow a linear path. I worked tirelessly, chasing promotions and accolades, but life had other plans. Opportunities vanished, and I was left bitter, wondering why I wasn't succeeding. It wasn't until I let go of my rigid expectations that I found clarity. I started appreciating the skills I was gaining, the people near me. I shifted my focus to the present, finding contentment in the unpredictability of life. Letting go of expectations didn't mean giving up, it meant finding peace in the journey. Expectations are a heavy burden. Release them, and you'll discover a lighter, more resilient version of yourself. Lesson 3. Friendships are fleeting, and that's okay. Cherish connections now, but accept their impermanence. Society tells us that true friendships last forever, that your best friends will be by your side through every chapter of life. But here's a difficult truth. Friendships, like all things, are impermanent. People change, circumstances shift, and relationships evolve. And that's not a failure, it's a natural part of life. Think back to your childhood friends, high school crew, or college buddies. How many are still central to your life? As we grow, our paths diverge. Friends move away, start families, or pursue new priorities. Clinging to the expectation of eternal closeness creates unnecessary pain. Instead, accepting impermanence allows you to cherish friendships for what they are: beautiful, temporary chapters in your story. How to apply this lesson? Focus on the present. Treasure the moments you share with friends now, the laughter, the late-night talks, the shared adventures. Express gratitude for their presence in your life. When a friendship fades, don't mourn it as a loss. Honor it as a completed chapter. Stay open to new connections. And above all, cultivate a strong relationship with yourself. You are your own constant companion. A personal reflection. My college best friend and I were inseparable, sharing dreams and secrets into the early hours. But after graduation, life pulled us in different directions. He moved abroad, got married, and our contact dwindled. At first, I felt abandoned, but over time, I realized our friendship wasn't diminished by its end. It was a gift that shaped me. Accepting its impermanence freed me to appreciate the memories and welcome new relationships. Friendships are transient, and that's what makes them precious. Embrace their ebb and flow, and let each connection enrich your journey. Lesson 4. Sacrifice is the price of greatness. Give up something valuable to gain something greater. In a world that glorifies instant gratification, sacrifice feels like a relic of the past. But here's an undeniable truth. Nothing worth having comes without sacrifice. Greatness, whether in your career, relationships, or personal growth, demands that you give up something valuable to make room for something extraordinary. Reflect on your proudest achievements. Did they come easily, or did they require tough choices? Sacrifice isn't about loss, it's about prioritization. It's about trading short-term comfort for long-term fulfillment. Every time you say no to distraction, laziness, or fear, you're saying yes to your dreams. How to apply this lesson? Identify your core values and goals. What are you willing to sacrifice to achieve them? If you want a thriving career, you might forego leisure time or social outings to hone your skills. If health is your priority, you might skip indulgent meals or late-night scrolling for exercise and rest. View sacrifice as an investment in your future self. Each choice brings you closer to a life of purpose. A personal reflection. Years ago, I had a stable job with a good salary, but it left me hollow. My dream was to become a writer, but pursuing it meant sacrificing financial security and social status. I quit, moved to a cheaper apartment, and lived frugally while I wrote. The uncertainty was grueling, but that sacrifice led me to a career that lights up my soul. Without it, I'd still be stuck in a life that wasn't mine. Sacrifice is the currency of dreams. Embrace it, and watch your life unfold in ways you never imagined. Lesson 5. Stop chasing love, let it find you. Live your best life, and love will follow naturally. Society sells us a fairy tale. Love is something you must hunt down, a prize to be won. But here's a radical truth. Stop chasing love. The more you pursue it, the more it slips away. True love finds you when you're busy living your best life, radiating authenticity and purpose. Chasing love often leads to compromise and heartbreak. You mold yourself to fit someone else's expectations, losing sight of who you are. But when you focus on your own growth, pursuing passions, building confidence, and cultivating joy, You become magnetic. Love arrives not as a goal, but as a byproduct of a life well lived. How to apply this lesson? Invest in yourself. Rediscover hobbies that excite you. Set ambitious goals, and surround yourself with people who uplift you. Build a life you love, independent of anyone else. Let relationships form organically, rooted in shared values and mutual respect. Love isn't a checklist. It's a connection that blooms when you're whole and happy on your own. A personal reflection. I used to think love would fix me. I went on endless dates, tweaking my personality to please others. But it left me empty. When I stopped searching and started focusing on my growth, writing, traveling, learning, I found peace in my own company. That's when I met someone who loved me for me, not the version I thought I had to be. Love found me when I wasn't looking. Love isn't a destination. Live with passion, and it will arrive in its own time. A beautiful addition to an already vibrant life. Lesson 6. The majority is often wrong. Question popular beliefs and forge your own path. We're conditioned to follow the crowd, to assume that what most people believe must be true. But here's a bold truth. The majority is often wrong. Popular opinion is not a beacon of wisdom, it's a product of fear, laziness, and conformity. To live authentically, you must question everything and think for yourself. History proves this. The majority once believed the earth was flat, endorsed witch hunts, and upheld countless injustices. Blindly following the crowd stifles progress and buries truth. True wisdom lies in challenging the status quo, even when it makes you unpopular. How to apply this lesson? Cultivate critical thinking. Read widely, from diverse perspectives. When faced with a popular belief, ask, is there evidence for this? Who benefits from its acceptance? Engage with people who challenge your views. And be open to changing your mind when new facts emerge. Standing alone takes courage, but it's the path to clarity and progress. A personal reflection. As a kid, I questioned everything, often earning labels like rebellious or difficult. But that skepticism led me to uncover truths others overlooked. When I challenged workplace norms as an adult, I discovered better ways to work and inspired others to think differently. Questioning the majority didn't make me popular, but it made me free. The crowd can lead you astray. Dare to stand apart, guided by reason and truth. That's where wisdom lives. Lesson 7. Patience is your superpower. Endure with purpose, and time will reward you. In a world addicted to instant results, patience feels like a weakness. But here's a powerful truth. Patience is your superpower. The ability to wait, persist, and trust the process is the key to lasting success and fulfillment. Nature shows us this. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight. A river carves a canyon over millennia. Yet we rush, chasing quick fixes and immediate rewards, only to stumble. The greatest achievements, deep relationships, meaningful careers, inner peace, require time and perseverance. How to apply this lesson? Set realistic expectations and embrace the long game. Practice mindfulness to stay present, rather than obsessing over the future. When setbacks hit, remind yourself that they're part of the journey. Be patient with yourself. 2. Personal growth and healing take time. Celebrate small milestones, and trust that your efforts will bear fruit. A personal reflection. I once craved instant success, pushing for rapid progress in my career and relationships. But rushing led to burnout and mistakes. When I embraced patience, I began to see results. Writing my first book took years of quiet, steady work, but that patience crafted something I'm proud of. Time became my ally, not my enemy. Patience isn't passive, it's purposeful endurance. Master it, and you'll navigate life's challenges with grace and unlock your full potential. A call to live boldly. These 7 lessons are more than words. They're a roadmap to a life of depth and purpose. They challenge you to shed illusions, embrace struggle, and live with intention. Life isn't meant to be easy. It's a winding path of trials and triumphs, each moment shaping you into who you're meant to be. You're not alone in this journey. The world is full of people grappling with the same questions, seeking the same truths. Draw strength from their stories, but find peace within yourself. Let these lessons guide you, provoke you, and empower you. Life is fleeting, but it's also brimming with possibility. Before you die, live boldly, love deeply, question fiercely, embrace discomfort, release expectations, and trust the process. Your extraordinary life awaits. Go claim it.